It will happen easily and all at once for you, without the need for hard work or struggle or doing anything that you don't want to do, when you make it fun. And this goes against everything that the world has programmed you to believe. Everything that everyone has taught you is needed in order to be successful or happy or fulfilled or rich or to get anything that you want in life. But that is all a lie. And this is the power and the simplicity of what I'm talking about. Because when you make the measure of your success, the standard of your success, joy and fun and lightheartedness and vitality and well-being, when you make that the number one aim, then everything that is for you comes to you. Because underlying everything that you want to create and manifest and experience in life, even if you don't know what it is, the one universal quality underneath all of those experiences, underneath all of those things, underneath all of those manifestations is joy. And so when you start with the feeling of joy, by assuming the frequency of joy, by stepping into the flavor of love, of fun, of bliss, of lightheartedness, of playfulness, then what happens is that the law of attraction recognizes the frequency that you have embodied. And this is the key that so many overlook, is that when you step into the frequency which is in alignment with what you want, then what you want comes to you easily, effortlessly, and all at once. But when you focus on what you don't want, the nature of the law of attraction is that it's inclusive. So it includes everything that you're putting your attention on. And if your attention is on something that you don't want, then you attract what you don't want. So how often are you focusing in the direction which is opposing what you actually want to experience, what you actually want to manifest, what you actually want to feel and create in your life? You see, that's the key. But this is such a subtle thing, because we're so quickly losing sight of what we want, which is joy, even if you don't know relatively or specifically what you want on the surface. But actually, we lose sight of the feeling underlying whatever it is that we do want, and we start to get frustrated or confused or feeling hopeless or feeling that it's not working out. And then all we want is just to know that we're on track. We just want relief from the struggle and the grind and the overwhelm of this moment. But you see, that is focusing in the wrong direction. And by virtue of the law of attraction, you attract more of that into your experience. And this is the tricky part, because most of the people that I work with, when I ask them, what is the best case scenario? What is it that you truly want? What does your soul desire more than anything? They often start answering that question by illustrating everything that's not working. Well, I don't want this, and I don't want to experience this, and I no longer want to create this, and I don't want it to feel like this. And that right there is revealing where you are undermining and sabotaging the process, because you're overlooking the fundamental law of the universe, which is attraction. Like attracts like. And if you are vibrating in a lower frequency, you attract lower manifestations, lower experiences, lower feelings, lower realities. And there's nothing wrong with any of this, except that if you consciously desire this, fill in the blank with whatever it is, a house, money, relationship, whatever the experience may be, I guarantee underlying that experience, underlying that creation, underlying that reality within the state of being of the version of you that is experiencing it is the feeling of joy, of love, of fun, of playfulness, of lightheartedness, all of which has a quality of joy in it, because joy is one of the highest frequencies there is. It is one of the hallmark qualities of your true self. And you see, that's why this is so simple and so intelligent, and it is utilizing your emotional guidance system so perfectly Because when you embody the frequency of joy, you activate the path of least resistance and you initiate the law of attraction to be bringing to you everything that is for you easily and all at once when you first start from joy. And that's the beauty of this. But you have to be careful and you have to be honest and you have to be earnest and you have to be conscious. Because every time you shift your attention and you invest your energy into something that you don't want, you activate the law of attraction in a way that you don't want to experience your reality. But that's the beauty of this, is that it's so simple and it's so effortless and it's so instantaneous that it is only one joyous thought away from an upward positive spiral into the reality that you wish. So if you can just focus on a joyous thought, on a loving feeling, on a playful approach, on a light-hearted state of being right now, and you can do it again, and you can focus yourself into more of that joy, more of that love, more of that light-hearted feeling, more of that playfulness, more of that fun for another few seconds. And then 9 seconds go by and you're really kind of starting to feel it. And then 20 seconds go by and you start to realize, actually, I'm really powerful. I'm a conscious creator. I can do this without needing anything around me to change. And then 30 seconds go by and you realize that actually all it takes is just my focus on joy, on love, on playfulness, on fun, and really nothing can shake me. And now a minute's gone by and you realize, wow, it really is this simple. And it's always right here under my nose, within my grasp, 1 moment away from becoming a whole minute away, from becoming a whole hour away, from changing my entire day, my whole week, my entire life, based on the frequency of joy. And then again, even if you don't know what you want, whatever your soul wants comes to you based on your alignment with the hallmark frequency of your true self, which is joy. And my friend, when you start from joy, you cannot fail, because true success for you, no matter what it is on the other side of that feeling, on the other side of that manifestation, is going to be exactly what you want, and it will contain joy. So start from joy, and that like of joy will attract the like in kind to that joy, and your life and your reality and everything that you manifest will be a representation of the joy that you have embodied.